large iguanas, beautiful mangroves, gigantic Ferris wheels, and breathtaking architecture are just a few of the many tourist attractions that await you at Guayaquil, Ecuador. And in this video, you will get answers to the most fundamental questions that are asked about Guayaquil, such as, should you plan to travel there? How affordable is it? Should you even go there? But most importantly, we'll be taking you through the 9 best things to do in Guayaquil. And do stay to the very end to get to know one of the most underrated attractions of Guayaquil that you definitely should not miss. And at the end of this video, we'll be telling you how you can book flights at very cheap prices. So watch till the end and let's get started. Starting off with something adventurous. On number 1, we have the largest Ferris wheel in South America, La Perla. It actually used to be the largest Ferris wheel in South America until 2019, towering at almost 57 meters or 300 feet. This is one of the most exhilarating and amazing experiences you can have in Guayaquil. On top of the La Perla, you can treat yourself to a breathtaking view of the entire city and its scenic beauties. Like many other attractions of Guayaquil, you can find this attraction while strolling through the Malecón 2000. You can even take some soda and cotton candy to accompany you for the ride. Each ride is around 12 minutes and will give you plenty of time to absorb the beauty of the city and click some wild Instagram shots. And the best part is that this amazing joyride comes in at only $3. So if you're someone who likes getting their heart racing, then La Perla is waiting for you. Next off on our list at number 2 is a pirate ship. And trust me, if you are a Pirates of the Caribbean movie fan, then you are going to absolutely love this. While walking through the Malecón 2000, you can hitch a ride on this exact replica of Henry Morgan's pirate ship and live out your pirate fantasies. It's a 1-hour cruise that takes you away from the safety of the harbor and subjects you to the incredibly scenic beauty. The experience is even more beautiful for couples. On the ship, you can expect the crew dressed exactly as pirates, and they also host a live pirate show. The best part is that the ship will take you through the extremely beautiful river Guayas, and it also offers you a sea view of the Malecón 2000. Truly a beautiful experience. Next up, and at number 3, we have an attraction whose name has already come up a bunch of times. Yes, the Malecón 2000. It's one of the primary attractions of Guayaquil. It's a 2.5-kilometer long sea promenade, across which you can leisurely stroll while observing all the wonderful attractions of Guayaquil. Malecón 2000 has to be the first destination you visit because this is where you truly delve into the spirit of Guayaquil. Along the way, you'll spot most of the other primary tourist attractions like La Perla, Malecón Gardens, the pirate ship, beautiful fountains, and several exotic museums. Strolling through the Malecón 2000 is said to be a divine experience, with the Guayaquil riverfront on one side and the beautiful city skyline on the other. The Malecón also gives you the option of choosing your company. If, for example, you prefer a peaceful and calm stroll along the riverfront without too many people in your personal space, then weekdays are best. It's completely deserted. On the other hand, if you like being a part of a joyous and loud crowd of fun and vibrant people walking alongside you, then weekends are the way to go. Which brings us to number 4 on the list. After a long day of strolling and sightseeing, you might get an appetite going. Well, fear not, because Guayaquil is home to some of the most exotic delicacies and amazing street foods in the world. You might just end up falling in love with Guayaquil's street food. Its local dishes, commonly known as comida típica, are heavenly and deserve as much praise as possible. As might be expected, there is a great variety of seafood available, along with exotic coconut-based dishes. If you are a vegan, then things might be a little difficult for you, food-wise, but otherwise, you're in for a treat. Some of its most fan-favorite dishes are patacón con queso, which is a slice of green plantain that has been cooked vigorously in oil, and encocados, which are stews made of coconut milk. Guayaquil food, like most of Ecuador, is generally fatty and consists of exotic seafoods, so if that's something you crave, then dig right in. Next up, on number 5, we have the markets. The true worthiness of a tourist destination can be easily assessed by how shoppable its markets are, and this makes Guayaquil extremely worthy because it hosts a magnificent market right in the middle of its commercial center, along Avenida 9 de Octubre, or October 9th Avenue. Along this path, you'll find perhaps the tallest and most magnificent buildings of Guayaquil. The markets are filled with a trifecta of items, jewelry, and toy versions of historical artifacts. Of course, you'll also get to enjoy the local street food along with your shopping. And the markets are affordable enough so you can pack some sweet souvenirs for back home. Next up, and at number 6, we have a piece of architectural beauty. It is the Catedral Metropolitana de Guayaquil. Built in colonial-style architecture, the cathedral was built based on the original cathedral made of wood, which burned down in 1892. The version that you can currently expect to see was created by Italian artisans with marble. But what might actually attract you to the cathedral is the sheer beauty emblazoning its walls and its culturally rich history. The walls are stacked with beautifully stacked glass windows, and the cathedral itself faces Iguanas Park, which itself is a coveted destination for Guayaquil's tourists. You can expect to visit this piece of architectural art during your stroll through the Malecón 2000. As we move to the end of the list, which consists of all the juicy parts, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can keep updated on your potential future travel destinations. Now on to number 7. We have something for the peace-loving people. The Isla Santa is where you find the most exotic of Ecuador's mangroves, wetlands, and landscapes. The island is almost completely deserted, save from the 200-something local population, and thus offers an almost spiritual experience to its visitors. An even bigger attraction to this island is the variety of wildlife that it hosts. It's a haven for bird lovers, as it hosts almost 85 different species of birds and a variety of mammals. If embracing nature and wildlife is your forte, then Isla Santa will be your calling. Coming up next, number 8 is something precious. Time to meet giant but cute iguanas. Iguana Park is located in downtown Guayaquil, aptly named because it's home to some of the largest iguanas in the world. The park is called by many names, but its official name is Parque Seminario. Probably the best thing about this place is that the iguanas are friendly and you can actually take pictures with them. You can find them hanging by trees, playing in ponds, or just sunbathing on branches. Apparently, they're pretty chill creatures. The park is also pretty close to the cathedral, so you get to visit 2 attractions without going the distance. Now for our number 9 pick. If you are an art and history junkie, then you are going to love Guayaquil for this next attraction. Guayaquil is home to a rich variety of museums that hold hundreds of years of history in them. One stroll through any of its museums can make you fall in love with the history and culture of Guayaquil. One of the most prominent museums in the area is the MAAC, which is the Museum of Anthropology and Contemporary Art. It's a 10,000 square meter museum adorned with rotating exhibitions and large collections of different kinds of historical pieces. The museum space also houses a 50,000 piece collection of pre-Columbian ceramics, as well as other archaeological findings. All in all, if you want to soak in the cultural and political history of Ecuador, there is no better place than the MAAC. Several other notable museums that you should definitely give a visit to are the Museo Municipal, the Museo del Bombero Ecuatoriano, and the Museo Miniatura Guayaquil. Browse through all of these, and you will literally feel the Ecuadorian history and culture flowing through your veins. That's all, people. I do hope you liked the information, because if you did, then do let me know this by subscribing to the channel, and do let me know by mentioning in the comments which attraction you like the best and if we missed any great ones. Also, if you're a travel junkie like me, then you must know how to save money on airfares with a superb guide that teaches you how to always book the cheapest flights. The link is in the description.